go. Hey, Madness. Hey, Destroyer. How's it going? Where? And it does it every. Makes me so mad when that happens. I'll click it right over on that screen, and then it's like shoves it over into the screen for no reason. It's like, okay, cool. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, YouTube. Not YouTube, whoever it is. Windows, I think it is really to blame. Windows has been messing. I'm going to blame Windows for everything. Windows 11, interface going wrong 4 times before this live stream. Constantly refreshing my browser, and it changes it back to the title that I had, like, last week. And it just so many issues. And then OBS just does not pick up sound unless I restart it 4 times as well. Restart it, works. Or it doesn't work. Restart it, voice is crackly. Restart it, doesn't work at all. Restart it, everything works fine. Plugins and all. And I'm just like, okay. It makes no sense. I never had these issues on Windows 10. Never had these issues. Crazy how many issues Windows 11 has. And it's like, really? This is what is an upgrade? I never wanted to go past Windows 10. Windows 10 was fine. I had a lot to complain about with Windows 10 because of the bloatware, but whatever, it was livable. Now it's just absolute garbage. It's like Windows 8 plus bloatware. And I hate it so much. Oh, man. Windows 10 is just trash. It is the trashiest of the trash of operating systems. Just, you know, if you don't have to upgrade to Windows 11, don't, but actually technically you have to. You know what I mean? It's just, it's so garbage. How y'all doing? Yeah, the Daily Propaganda. She used to. She used to work for the Daily Propaganda and then got fired, burned bridges, after she was so claiming how good Daily Wire was. You know, she defended Daily Wire to the bitter end until it backfired and got her fired. It's hilarious. It was just like, yeah, Candace, you owe Steven Crowder an apology. She was just like, never. People are so ignorant of Candace Owens and where she came from. They don't even know how she got started. None of these people. Have you all seen? I'm going to go through a lot of the comments on my Candace Owens video. Because it blew up this morning for a small amount of time. And then they downvoted it and they stopped it. Because, you know, these people are on my video here. They're so fragile. Candace fans are so fragile that I had to make this pin tweet. Guys, I have 15,000 subs, okay? Here, I'll move myself over here. All right? This is how stupid Candace Owens fans are. Genuinely just stupid, stupid people. So I said, guys, I have 15,000 subs. I do not make money here yet. I do not have any sponsors, and I do not get paid by anyone to do these videos. Period. I have never, ever, first of all, I have never received a check from any foreign government, period, ever. Never been a thing. Nobody has ever, ever, ever paid me except for Melaleuca, and that was 2 years ago when they sponsored me. That was it. And the only reason why I canceled Melaleuca is because they made... I'm going to just pull my hair back. My hair is an absolute mess today. We were out at a pumpkin patch with the kids and having a good time today. But nobody has ever, 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 ever paid me to make any type of video. Nobody has ever told me what kind of video to make. Melaleuca, they sponsored me for a month, and you could not cancel their subscription without writing them a letter. So I was like, hey, you know what? I don't want this for my, viewers. Because that's kind of BS, you know what I mean? So it's just wild. Andy, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Do you even know who Candace is? I'm curious. Tell me where Candace came from. And tell me about social autopsy. If you could tell me those two things, I might give you a little bit of a pass for coming in here and asking that question. So go ahead, Andy, Troy, the floor is yours. Who's Candace Owens? And what is social autopsy? I'll wait. Anyway, guys, so while I wait for that really slow person to answer that question, I'm going to ask, or not going to ask, I'm going to continue here. You know, I said, I get it. You don't know about Candace Owens being a leftist who doxed kids. You know? And they keep calling me a Jew. What the hell? I've got nothing to do with Judaism. I've never had anything to do with Jewish people. I've never had, well, actually, I've had one Jewish acquaintance that worked with me at Google, and I couldn't stand that dude. Now, it's not because he was Jewish. He was just an asshole. Okay? And I'm not going to name names. But anyway, no, I want to get to know you, not her. What's your angle? My angle is Candace Owens is a grifter. But if you're not going to answer my questions, you can probably, you're going to find your way out of here. You know? I'm just letting you know. Candace Owens is a grifter, and she's lying about everything. So, that's my angle. Straight up. And if you don't know about Candace Owens' past, you don't have much of an argument. I can tell you that straight up. Just letting you know. So, just answer my question, man. If you're going to come in here asking who I am and demanding, you're going to find your way out of here really, really quick. You don't demand from me. I'm not a dancing monkey. You're not going to make me do that. I don't answer to you. Just saying. Don't push your luck. Don't act like I have to answer to you or anything like that, because I genuinely don't. So anyway, there's a lot of people. Only reasons are money, narcissism, and stay relevant. I don't know if that guy's even talking to me or not, but this guy's like, don't quit your day. This is the dumbest comment I've ever read probably in my life, because it doesn't even make sense. Don't quit your day job. I hate people who can be bought and this content is paid for. If this content's paid for, why would I quit my day job? Or why would I not quit my day job? If I was getting it. Don't care. Get the fuck out, you idiot. Seriously. What a dumbass. You don't come in here and fucking make demands like that of me. Okay, I told you what to do, and if you're not going to do it, you can go somewhere else. Okay? Completely ridiculous. You're not going to sit here and grill me. You know what I mean? I'm not here to be grilled. Especially if I say I'm not here to be grilled. If I'm not here to be grilled, I'm not here to be grilled. And you're not going to do that to me. So, tough. Go cry somewhere else. You know, I gave you my angle. I was nice enough to. And for you to come back and not, you know, be cordial enough to give me what I asked for. When I gave you what you asked for, dick move. Get out. You know? Anyway, so this person, I like Candace. I don't like you. We do not know if Israel's involved or not, but it's clear that this was an operation. There's still no evidence that this was, I mean, this was an operation, right? But from who? And that's the problem. Candace is pointing the finger at someone and, you know, not having any corroborating evidence to back her claim whatsoever. And that's what's frustrating. That's what's genuinely frustrating about it. You know? So there is that. This guy's like, you know, I will not talk negatively about anybody that is merely investigating leads and connecting dots. That would be nice if that's what Candace was doing. Instead of sitting there saying TPUSA betrayed Charlie Kirk. Because that's an issue. If you make claims, you need to provide evidence. And she's not providing evidence, but she's making a lot of claims. You know what I mean? Oh, man, Ed, I don't know what is going on. Can I, like, let me see. You're even a moderator. Like, you should have, what the heck is going on? Let's see. It doesn't give me any other options to, like, green light you or anything. That's weird. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. YouTube is just, well, YouTube's YouTube, you know. They are so full of censorship. The only words I have banned on here is the N-word. That's it. I've just put different iterations of the N-word in multiple times. There we go. I can write F. Wait, I can't write F or replace you with a V. Oh, wow. You can't even do that. FVCK. Really? You can't type in. Does this come up like that? That is so weird, man. YouTube is really picking on you specifically. Like, that's wild. So, I'm pretty sure other people can't. Then again, you know, let me see in the Rumble chat. Whoa, why does my Rumble chat look so different? Oh, okay, it just had to load in. No, it's fine. Let's see. F and, oh, you could say F-E-F-F. Did mine come in? Yeah, mine came in over here. Yeah, it works for me. What the heck? That's so weird. That's bizarre. That's very, very, very bizarre. Anyway, coming in over here, you know, he's like, this is it. This is it. Look at this. You, on the other hand, seem like you are hiding something. Like, they came to a 15,000 subscribed channel. Okay? I am not a big channel. I literally do not get paid by anybody. Anybody. No foreign governments pay me. Nobody pays me for this channel. I make zero. Okay, I can't say I make $0. I make like $2 a month, possibly. If that. On anything from YouTube. I am not sponsored. I do not take money from anybody. It is so irritating how many people commented on this Candace Owens video and had decided that I am getting paid by Israel. Unbelievable. And then they will all come in here and be like, Candace never said also that Israel did it. And it's just like, then why the hell would you think I'm paid by Israel if Israel had nothing to do with this? Like, it's unbelievable, the absolute hypocrisy coming from Candace fans. And they're their own special group now. They're not MAGA. They're not Republican. They are just Candace fans. And that's it. And it is unbelievable to watch Candace go down yet another road where she's dead wrong. And people follow her all the way to the end where she will crash and burn again. Just like she is doing with the whole, who's that? Macron's wife. If you want to even call her that, I guess. Macron's groomer, you know? She's dead wrong about that. That was the stupidest thing she could have done. Even if she was actually right, there is no possible way she will ever be able to prove that, and she will lose just in a court of law. And what a stupid battle to pick. Really? The one thing where they are literally going to be able to hold her feet to the fire no matter what, no matter which angle? Like, the only way Candace will be like, well, unless she doesn't show me her wiener, then I guess I just win, even if all the courts ruin me completely. It was like, why put yourself in that situation? Like, why do that? Why make yourself so unbelievably in a bad spot where you lose no matter what, and then you will just be able to claim later that they're trying to silence you? It's like, no, you actually literally slandered somebody, and you're going to have to pay the price of that. Like, that is unbelievably stupid. Unbelievably stupid. Then she destroyed herself defending Daily Wire, going against Steven Crowder, all that crazy stuff. Completely blown out of the water. Completely. And then people still defend her. And it's like, great. And then the ultimate icing on the cake, right? The ultimate icing on the cake. Candace Owens is a leftist. Has always been a leftist. Openly was a leftist whenever she doxed a bunch of children using her company, or whatever it was, Social Autopsy. She majorly lost the debate against Blair White. What was that, 2017 or 2018? Got completely destroyed, and everyone still sided with Candace. And it was like, what the hell? I thought doxing kids was bad. I thought anonymity on the internet was a good thing. Candace Owens was worse than Jordan Peterson about it. Completely. Completely and totally worse than him. People give Jordan Peterson crap. Are you kidding me? Candace wins. She doxed children on the internet. And nobody gives a crap. It's wild. She was a leftist that turned right-wing and supported Trump a month after getting caught with the whole Social Autopsy thing. Her channel name was Red Pill Black. Nobody knows that. Seems everybody's forgotten. It's absolutely one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen. And then, you know, here we are. Here we are right here where so many dumb people are commenting, you know. So here we have Bozo Owen. Oh, okay, there we go. Brother, this is cringe. Candace is married to a billionaire. I don't care. She doesn't need money. I never claimed she needed money. I said she gained 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers off the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I guess that does translate, yes, probably into a lot of money. But this guy's like, you're clearly low IQ and don't understand how to lay a trap for those at TPUSA to fall into. Okay. So, again, making the claim that TPUSA completely and totally betrayed Charlie Kirk without the slightest bit of evidence. I'm not saying it's not possible, right? I'm not saying TPUSA and Israel didn't combine and take out Charlie Kirk. What I'm saying is, as I've said in every freaking video, is there is absolutely zero evidence to corroborate this conspiracy theory. And every time Candace Owens opens her little mouth and says something like that happened, she ends up providing nothing. Nothing. Let's look at her. I'm going to just stay on her X here for a bit. Okay. Because she said, this was a little bit ago, goodness, the truth is winning. All the money and hit pieces in the world do nothing to stop Tucker Carlson, as Tucker Carlson is literally invited for a TPUSA event. Oh, apparently, I wonder if they'll just betray Tucker Carlson here. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. This is 16-second video. What happens? Is it just the crowd? Ooh, that's loud to me. That is blowing my ears out. I can't believe it's not loud. That is loud for you guys somehow. Yeah, she probably is mad she wasn't named CEO of TPUSA or something. He's drinking that Lapoo water. Look at that. Lapoo. I think that's what that is. I don't know. I don't like that stuff. Seltzer water. Anyway, yeah. So she's saying it, truth is winning and all, and it's just like, what? Like, what is she even saying here? If you say Tucker Carlson is a good person, then you need help. Tucker Carlson's not a bad person. I don't think. I haven't seen anything really that crazy about Tucker Carlson. He's not on his high horse here saying TPUSA did something either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know why Tucker Carlson even bothers engaging with Candace Owens at this point anymore. Because it's embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. Yeah, this is a good meme. Definitely like that. Let's see. I don't see anything else on this post really worth mentioning. But anyway, Brett is putting herself in line for... Remember whenever... Like, Candace Owens is now all buddy-buddy with Brett Cooper. But you know what's funny? Is Candace Owens came out and had talked about how disrespectful Steven Crowder was for even suggesting that Brett Cooper ever, would be in danger from the Daily Wire. It was just absolutely unfounded and crazy and da-da-da-da-da. And then, oh yeah, Daily Wire completely screwed Brett Cooper. Completely screwed her. Exactly how Steven Crowder said they would do it. Candace Owens is now all buddy-buddy with Brett Cooper, but has never once apologized to Steven Crowder at all for what she had said about him, because she doesn't like him, so she'll just never admit she was wrong. It's unbelievable, right? Next thing Candace Owens will do is defend Bill Cosby. Yeah, probably. I would not be surprised. That'd be hilarious. Brett's a little strange, too. She's strange, but, I mean, she doesn't make waves. And she doesn't make baseless claims, at least. That's good things that I could say about Brett Cooper, for sure. I don't really watch her often, but I've never seen a controversy with her. And during the whole Daily Wire controversy, she kept it all to herself. Very classy. Very smart. Candace should learn from Brett. If she did what Brett Cooper was doing, there would be no video here. There'd be no criticisms. All Candace Owens had to do was not make baseless claims and just look into this and be like, this is weird. This is also weird. And, just lay pieces out there. If she would have just done this a little better, it would have gone much more smooth. Things would have been in Candace Owens' favor 100%. But she is rallying people up over something that may not have even happened. And that's what's scary. That's what's really stupid about Candace Owens fans. It's just daily propaganda equals Daily Show. Oh, Daily Show. Gotcha. I thought you were just talking about Daily Wire. I was like, oh, she was a part of Daily Wire. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, Daily Show. Is that even still a thing? For real? Like, who the hell watches the Daily Show? Absolute garbage, Absolute garbage programming. Can't believe that's even still around. So anyway, let's get here. So This is what I made the video over, was this tweet, where she's literally saying, don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. There's only one way you could plan to violate that, and it's if you force one of those lawyers to talk, which they're not allowed to. I had so many people. How many people did I say here? Where was this? Oh, yeah, this guy. How many COVID jabs did you get? None. You idiot. How late does your mom let you stay up? Goofball. Good lord. Time for your booster, douche. Yeah, no, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. You're just an idiot. That's unbelievable, right? I got some real winners here. This guy, yeah, fool. Put baby girl in your title to get you some money, baby nerd. The fuck are you talking about? What? Man, please don't smoke any more meth. This guy, I guess, couldn't say idiot. And how did I reply? I just said grow up, and he said, coming from you, you're a straight clown. Wow. I said, tell me what social autopsy is now. This guy won't bother to reply. That was 6 hours ago. I said, tell me who Red Pill Black is. Let's see who the clown is. He's probably just stumped by that. He goes, what are you even talking about? None of that's relevant. What does that have to do with Candace Owens? Those are Candace Owens. Those are Candace Owens. Social autopsy is Candace Owens. Red Pill Black is Candace Owens. If they don't know that, they don't know who Candace Owens is. They know nothing about her past. They know nothing about her grifting. They know nothing about anything to do with Candace Owens. None of these Candace Owens fans have any idea who Candace Owens is. They have no clue, and it is so embarrassing. Hey, Lucents. It's crazy. Oh, let me, I probably ought to notify the Discord here. Man, guys, go join my Discord if you haven't joined my Discord. Link in the description below. It's a family trade. Freaking. At my cousin here in the Discord. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty, here, let's see here. Hey, how's it going? Just fixed my banjo. Nice! Hell yeah, man. People don't look up stuff nowadays, and people should, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Every time I find anybody new that I watch at all on YouTube, like someone who I plan on actually, I don't just do it with every video, don't get me wrong. But I go and I look through some of the older stuff that they've done. I go and type them into Grok, like how'd they get their start, you know, and it lists out stuff out. It's not difficult to do. It's really not difficult to do. But the problem is people just don't know anything about Candace, and then they come in here and blindly defending her, you know? Look at this person. Yes, she is. Dude, you are not intelligent. School really let you down. You make videos like this, and it makes me so angry. So angry. LOL. I gotta see this person. I have to see. Boy. Did you upload anything? Just, yeah, I'm unintelligent, right? All right. Okay, they're gonna play music. I see. So she makes music videos. The mighty minx here, coming in and insulting and just, good God. She or he, I don't know what the hell that is, to be honest. Genuinely don't. But, you know, thanks for calling me unintelligent. I'll take your channel word I can't wait to see. Oh, let's just make that in case it starts. Man, does my microphone sound like that? See, released this on October 19th. I was going to do a video. So thin. Weird. I'll have to change some settings yet again, because Windows 11 apparently thinks that my settings aren't good enough. So it changes it. Oh, man. You don't mess with a man's sound settings ever. And Windows 11 does nothing but that. And it just grinds me. Grinds me up. I'm like, come on. I have to go in here and I have to reset everything. And it's not as simple as resetting. You don't just draw your, equalizers out. You don't draw your compressor out. You know what I mean? To exactly where you had it. You got to listen. Because for some reason, compressors are sensitive. Even digital ones. And things don't sound the same. But anyway. All right. Let's see here. Let's see some more comments here. What a stupid video. You suck at this. Nobody's actually telling me what I got wrong. Nobody's telling me anything, and they're saying, actually, she's correct. She's in communication with the witnesses. She is the press. A gag order has never, ever, ever been sent out to the press. Okay? That's not how it happens. The gag order is only for the defense and the prosecutor. That's all. Because they have a jury pool selected. The jury is sequestered, or something like that. I don't know. Is the jury sequestered? I don't know if I spelled that right. Tommy. I just put Tommy right. God dang. So dumb. I'm an idiot. Anyway. There we go. Is it? Okay. No relevant information. Oh, jeez. Okay, well. Let's go to X, because there's not a single thing on here, so. We'll see what Grok says. No, the jury in Tyler Robinson's case, 22-year-old charge, is not sequestered. Wow, I just made that noise completely organically. That just made me sound like a robot. Wow. I can't even do that again. That was wild. Even I had to notice that. I can't even hear myself through my headphones, and yet it was just like, whoa. I'll have to clip that or something. Anyway, so no, they're not. The case is still in pretrial proceedings, so, okay. No trial date has been set. Why are they not sequestered, though? They really should be sequestered. Because it kind of doesn't matter if there's a gag order. Because if they're not sequestered, they'll still find out. So, I don't know. That's really not very smart. Let's see. Do they even have a jury yet, though? Let's see. If the case advances, jury... Oh, okay, so that's why. The jury has not been fully selected yet. They probably have their picks in general. They probably have the 60 people that are going to go through the motion at the moment. Well, there's no date, so they probably don't, actually. They probably don't have them picked out yet. But at the end of the day, they don't want information. That's probably why they have it. Never mind. I get it. I understand the gag order. They don't want information getting out there and becoming common knowledge. Then when they select their jury pool, the average person's going to be ignorant to the case for the most part. Then they can sequester that jury, and then if things leak after that, the jury is at least protected. They don't know anything. They only get their information from the trial. Do people not understand how important that is? That you get the most unbiased people possible in your jury pool. That's where Candace Owens just completely lost her mind. And she's sitting there going, I plan to violate this gag order. You can't violate the gag order, Candace. There's nothing you could do to violate it. Literally, you have no power to violate this whatsoever because you're not under the gag order. Nobody can get you in trouble. There is no consequences for her. It's just, this is what I'm talking about. This is clickbait garbage. Absolute clickbait garbage, you know? To the things I've discovered this past week alone are enough to burn the house down. She said that, like, a lot of times. I wonder how many times. Burn the house down. Let's find out how many times she said burn the house down. Has she said that multiple times or not? Because it's kind of funny. This post in person has now been viewed over 10 million times, and not a single person across the internet has been able to identify this person who boldly... okay, so the is getting taken. Why just the? Can I, like... Can't make that just the whole thing. Let's see. First, they burned down her... Okay, this is 2020. I've seen her use this term a lot. Burn the house down. Oh, let's go latest. Duh. Makes a lot more sense that way, doesn't it? There's no trial yet, is there? So there is a trial coming up August 30th. October 30th. That I plan on live streaming, but then again, at the same time... Oh, I was waiting on this to load. Okay, it looks like this is the only one. I could have swore she said burn. She's used this term before. But, let's see. Things I've discovered this past week. She makes these claims like she's going to tear everything apart. I'll try to see if I can find something else that's... Because she must use another thing. Or another, like, phrase. What is it? Because she always says that she found something that's going to be just mind-blowing and explosion and is just gonna, get everybody on her side, and then it turns out to be a nothing burger every freaking time, Josh Hammer lied about the state of Charlie's mindset towards Israel when he, okay, let's see this. Let's see if that's the case.
I think I'm a lawyer by background. I clerked for a federal appeals judge. I know a thing or two about United States constitutional
Adrian.
law.
Been a while.
I think that we have a potentially serious case here for defamation, and I'm very much speaking with lawyers, and we'll see what happens.
She is lying in a way that is resonating with people in a way that damages you significantly.
Yeah, it's just so evil. I mean, Charlie was a good friend of mine. I mean, I've known him for 5-6 years, give or take, but we really became close over the final year and a half of his life. We were in daily communication.
Just an idea. Oh wait, what's that? What idea? To your knowledge, the program was never made or even started development
in the final year or two, but she very much was on the outs of Turning Point USA. And my understanding is that they were not in touch at all. I mean, maybe kind of a happy birthday kind of here or there, but not close touch. And
right.
I mean, Aaron.
Well, we know that for sure.
Found out that Charlie had been shot.
What did this have to do with anything that Candace said? Josh Hammer lied about the state of Charlie's mindset towards Israel when he died. Your text didn't... What do you mean? What do you mean? Charlie's mindset about Israel was not negative at all. Those text messages didn't even show that. Like, what is she talking about? Now he's crying and threatening to sue because he is embarrassed that I shared the text messages and exposed him. Like, none of that was even close to true. He just came out and was like, yeah, those text messages were shared. He's like, I was actually the one who shared that specific screen grab. He didn't seem upset by that. That doesn't make any sense. But you keep coming out saying that TPUSA actually betrayed Charlie, and you said that Josh Hammer's the one behind it. Like, that's wild of a claim to make. I understand him saying, I'm going to sue you, because that's defamation, And then she was going on about this guy here, he's only known as David, trying to get in touch with him, and I don't think she ever managed to do that. I don't know. I don't know if she did or didn't. We'll find out later, I guess. Yeah, she is a pathological liar for sure. For sure she is. Let's see. Where was... Okay, 9 out of 10. Oh, yeah, remember when she got this wrong, too, and embarrassed herself, and still wouldn't let it go. She was like, well, this doesn't disprove me. On September 10th, after Charlie's end, an Egyptian Air Force plane flew out of Provo, Utah. Tail number this. It's the first trip to America ever, and it only made it July 20th, instead of 20th, to an Army base in Nebraska. Tyler Robinson must have had some powerful friends. This is the thing. When people constantly tell me, Candace never said that these people were involved. Really? Because she just said it right here. What do you think that means? You're saying he must have had powerful friends. You're saying these people were involved. And then when people try to call me out on it and say, well, she's never directly said that. I don't care. If she's talking out the side of her mouth, implying it, that's saying it. We don't have to play stupid. Nobody has to play stupid, but yet these people do. Candace fans are absolutely insane, and they will use plausible deniability every single time. There we go. Got to pull Kick up over here. It's embarrassing, Isn't her husband Tucker Carlson in business with some pro-Qatar anti-Israeli dude? I actually have no idea, to be honest. I've never looked into that. I should probably look into it. I can ask Grok. Let's see. Let's see what Grok says. I'm not relying on Grok, guys. I just want to see what Grok says. Maybe it'll link me sources though. Is Tucker Carlson and in with the people, I guess we'll say. Anti-Israeli people. Well, let's see what just happened. Clarifying the query. Your question appears to be whether Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens or her husband, George Farmer. Oh, George Farmer's his name. Okay. Are involved. It's funny. I actually worked with a guy with the last name Farmer. Super, super cool dude. Black guy. He was a supervisor right before I became supervisor for security, working over at Google. And very, 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 very good guy for the most part. And then ended up texting people that he shouldn't have been texting that were not supervisors, trying to, say, hey, doing doing things he shouldn't have been doing, trying to hook up with people, got himself fired. But I really like that guy, though. He was nice, and when I found out about that, I was like, dude, why would you ever do something like that? Now, in all fairness, he was a single guy looking to hook up. He was new to the area. I don't think he was from Oklahoma. So I guess whatever, floats his boat. But don't do it with your coworkers. That's a dumb idea, Anyway, super nice guy, though. Genuinely friendly dude. Let's see here. Often labeled anti-Israel. Okay, based on extensive searches across the web and X, formerly Twitter. I'll break this down factually. Thank you so much. There's no evidence of direct business partnerships between them and explicitly anti-Israel entities. However, there are notable professional and social overlaps with platforms that have done that. Okay, what about I'll just George Farmer here. Let me copy this and let's just see if with Qatar. Oh, I spelt that wrong. God, there we go. Anyway. These are allegations and investigations suggested indirect business or financial ties between Tucker Carlson or his media company and Qatar, primarily stemming from Qatar's aggressive lobbying efforts in the U.S. Conservative media following Donald Trump. However, Tucker Carlson and TCN have categorically denied any direct payments or businessing. Okay, so it's murky. It would take a lot of digging to find out if they are indeed involved with Qatar or something. And, if there's not any direct evidence that can be pulled, I'm probably not myself not going to be able to dig deep enough to see if Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are paid by Qatar. So, I'm just going to say, and until there's solid evidence, I'm not going to go with that. But, is what it is. Let's see here. St. Michael, the black community will never vote Republican. Change my mind. Well, I mean, I personally will never know. Unless Candace posts her, I guess, voting ticket. I guess we'll never know that. I feel Tucker may be getting paid by someone to push the stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he is or isn't. Like, Tucker Carlson's doing it the right way. You know what I mean? If there's a right way to do it, Tucker Carlson's doing it the right way. Candace Owens is exactly how you do it the wrong way. And they're both the same side of the coin, you know what I mean? Like, they both agree, I'd say 99%. Tucker Carlson knows how to actually conduct himself, knows how to get along with people, not burn bridges, and go and speak his mind without, making direct accusations. Candace Owens can't help herself. If she even catches a whiff that she might not like you, she's just going to burn everything, whether she's right or wrong. And that's the problem I have with Candace, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I know a lot of black guys who have voted for Trump personally. You know what I mean? So there is that, including Farmer, the guy that I knew. But anyway, Nastia from Nastia. Oh God, how do you all know about that? Once went to a mall in Qatar, told her to be careful there since it's a dangerous country. Wonder why her mom and dad took her there. That's a good question, but isn't Nastia from Sweden or something like that? How do you know about that? Do you have kids? I do not let my daughter watch that at all. It's such garbage. It's such mind-bending slop. And my buddy's kid watches it all the time. She kind of got her in there, and I was like, oh no. It is actual slop though. I try to get the kids to watch low stimulus, stuff. Low stimulation. Bear in the Big Blue House is fantastic. Little Bear. I want to get my kids to watch Franklin, but can't find that anywhere. That's always great. Oh, and my daughter's super obsessed with Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans Go. That crap's not going on TV. Teen Titans, though. OG. Dragon Ball Z, oh my God, my kid is so obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. It's wild. So there's that too. That's good parenting right there. Dragon Ball, So anyway, let's see here. I'm glad you see the truth. Yeah, agreed 100%, obviously. See, this person says, are you intentionally lying? Or you just genuinely that stupid that you get your information from 5-second clip on Twitter? Don't know what this guy's talking about at all. Not even talking about the Candace part, but losers like this are who undecided voted against Lamo. What? I don't know what this dude's talking about at all, so I just asked, name one single lie I told. I'll wait. And then this person says, name a single lie Candace told. It's in the title of my video. This is what's crazy, right? What is the title of my video? Candace Owens caught lying about gag order. These people didn't even read the damn title. Okay. What's my thumbnail? I want to know what my thumbnail is here. Can I stop it? Oh, yeah. It's a picture of her lying. Never mind. I don't know if it has... I don't think it has actual words. Most of my titles have words. That's the one that didn't. Oopsie poopsie, I guess. Newest first good. Okay. Make sure. Let's go back down to this. So, anyway, get into a little thing. And I said she lied that there was proof TPUSA betrayed Charlie. She lied that she didn't dox kids through social autopsy. She lied about Crowder. She lied about the Daily Wire. Anything else? Oh, and the main point of this video, she lies about being bound by the gag order. I guess when I type in all caps, people think I'm screaming at them or something. I use it to highlight specifically, this is what you should read first, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you like Franklin? Yeah. Absolutely. You used to watch that show regularly at your grandma's house when you were a kid. Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Oh, you think it's Omid Malik is the one supposed to be funding Carlson the Farmer? Let me see. Omid Malik. Hey, I appreciate that, Destroyer. Let's see. The original Teen Titans were good. Oh, I loved it. I'm so mad they didn't get a season 5. Or did they get a season 5 and it was season 6? Whichever one. 5 or 6, whichever. Get them into Digimon? Yeah, that was good stuff back in the day, too. Man. I used to have the red Digivice from season 4, and I also had the blue one from season 1. Absolutely loved that. Man, doing those steps, getting to the boss, and then dying every single time. Did not know how to figure that out. Let's see. So this guy's saying, I'm asking for her words about being bound. Can you quote the words she spoke and tell me your intentions? Being wrong can be unintentional, but lying requires intent. Now, all of this is in my video, by the way. Why do I have to quote it again? I quoted her on there. I said, she was never court-ordered. Dude, what are you smoking? And he says, that's how you're going to quote her? By using your words about her? Look up what quote means. What I'm asking for. I show her, dude, it's in the very first 5 seconds of the damn video. It's not even in 5 seconds. It's at 000. It is right here. It's right there. Do I have to quote her? It's right here on my screen. It's unbelievable how these people act. I'm blown away. Candace fans are so rock stupid. Rock solidly stupid. The quote is literally at 000. I mean, this is just unbelievable. This guy is just absolutely unhinged, out of his mind. I'm going to give him a chance to review that. That's so crazy. That's so crazy how these people are, you know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to get further into that. Just, this person, Candace is awesome and spewing the truth. And they'll do anything to muzzle her. Who? Who is silencing Candace? Artie trolls everyone because he's a propaganda moron. I haven't even shown anything propaganda. All I said was she has no evidence to back her claim. And they're losing their minds. They are absolutely losing their minds. By the way, guys, if you're new here, please subscribe. Give the video a good like to boost this and share it on out. The more likes I get, the more, for every one like, I get, 3 new people in here, I think. So it would just help out a lot. Anyway, this person here. All I know is that every time someone gets too close to the truth, a narrative is put out against them questioning their mental state. This is just cope. And every single time, all of the good little Stepford's children, I don't even know what that means, fall in line and start spreading the lie. Happens every time. Be smarter. What lie did I put? What lie? It's just unbelievable. Then this guy, please let these Jews shut up. I'm I'm not a Jew, you idiot. I have no Jewish blood in me. I don't follow their religion. I am a Native American in Oklahoma. Oh my God. Need a little bit more proof? There you go. I have this long flowing mane of Jewish hair. Just luscious Jewish hair. Do the test. Let's see if I can run into the wall. What breaks first? No. Anyway. So stupid. You know? Psycho Babble. Love that guy. Is he in here? Psycho, where you at? Get in here. You're not in here. This guy, I bet you have a Blue Sky account. Just so dumb. Oh man, he really got into it. Okay. This guy, I bet you think Scooby-Doo is based on real life events. It's such a funny comment. Incredibly poor comeback. So do you have a Blue Sky account? Joe Biden is as sharp as attack. And I said, you know, you are defending Candace, a leftist who doxed kids through social autopsy. I bet nobody, you know. And then, this guy says, whatever you say, intern, now go fetch the coffee. What a comeback. Doesn't even address the whole leftist claim on Candace or the fact that she doxed children, you know. You're a bit of a Zio shill. I don't get money from here at all. What are you talking about? Every now and then somebody may toss me a $2 super chat. What do you mean? A Zio shill. Explain what money I make on here, man. I make nothing to make these videos. I don't get paid by anybody. I would suggest you back that claim. I have 15,000 subs. What money do you think I'm making here, buddy? I need to know, man. How am I shilling? Like, seriously, what did I say wrong about Candace? I want to know. Can anybody tell me anything I said about Candace that was wrong? Genuinely. Psychobabble rap. I'm dying. Oh, right. Yeah, he's good. He's good stuff, man. He's funny guy. She hasn't been wrong yet, so I won't discount her. Okay, so she wasn't wrong at all about the Daily Wire. She wasn't wrong about Steven Crowder. She wasn't wrong when she did social autopsy. Yeah, she's just never been wrong. God knows Candace is never wrong. She wasn't wrong about Macron's groomer wife. You know? I mean, come on. Yeah, his wife's definitely a groomer. His wife's a freak. But still a female. You know what I mean? Oh, man, it's just so crazy. Owen's fans are pretty low tier, not gonna lie. Yeah, they're very, very low tier. They know nothing about Candace's past. They know nothing about Candace Owens at all. Absolutely nothing. Ask any of them who Red Pill Black is. They'll be like, what? It's Candace Owens. What's social autopsy? I don't know. Candace Owens. Look into it. See what it is, you know? But anyway, it's just so silly. So silly, you know? Then this guy here, you know. Sounds like you were trying to get some Project Esther checks, like Officer Tatum. I know Officer Tatum, but what is Project Esther? Never heard of it. Let's look it up. I'm curious. What is Project Esther? Just find out. Project Esther is a policy blueprint released by the Heritage Foundation, a prominent conservative think tank in Washington, D.C. Now, I've heard a lot about named after the big biblical Queen Esther, who saved the Jewish people from genocide in ancient Persia. Gotcha. As commemorated in the holiday of Purim. It presents itself as a national strategy to combat anti-Semitism in the United States. Okay. All right, so does Officer Tatum get money from that? Let's find out. Does Esther pay? Is it Brandon or Brandon? Grok will correct it. Let's see. Project Esther is a policy initiative launched by the Heritage Foundation. Yes, I know what it is. You've already told. No, there is no evidence that they pay Brandon Tatum. Okay. All right. No mention on here. None. Debunked by lack of ties. Viral X accusations. Low speculation. Tatum denied the claims. Okay, well, there's that. And if there's not enough evidence to show that he is, then I'm not going to say one way or the other. But I mean, that is a heck of like, these people just throw crap out there. They just throw it out there, you know? I'm not going to come out here and say he is or isn't, but oh my God, have some evidence, you know? You people, what are my people? Can't lie your way out of all this. And it's like, you know, He's like, you sound like you sound. Why did I just instantly go into Mike Tyson there? Wow. You sound like you think Scooby-Doo is based on real life. Yeah, exactly. And then this guy's like, Project Esther is a project of the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C. that aims to suppress pro-Palestinian protests and what it classifies as anti-Semitism. The effort has been received. Okay, that's great. No one believes your lies anymore. Can you have any proof that he's paid by this? Proof he has been paid by them. Link it. Not hard, you know? So he's like, so you're joining the mainstream media, Israel, and the entire establishment in trying to discredit Candace. Bad form, dude. I thought Candace said that Israel wasn't involved, though. Or that she never claimed Israel was involved, right? Do you see how often they go back and forth on this? You know what I mean? And then this guy here, Candace is the only one looking into it. Or, Candace the only one looking into it, Jew. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's a grifter, leftist who doxed kids through a social autopsy. Said, name one piece of evidence that corroborated her claims. Nobody ever can. Every time. It's like, I almost wonder if Candace has bot farms running this stuff, because none of them reply any kind of, like, anything to it. You know what I mean? Oh, you out of here, Lisa? You have a good night. Yeah, I got to get your butt back to work, guys. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Genuinely. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you're not subscribed here, subscribe. You know, obviously, Lisa subscribes. I've known her here for years now. Years and years. This guy says, watch Jimmy Dore. He explains this, so maybe you can understand. And I was like, name one piece of evidence that corroborates Candace. You know, just simple. Never happens. You know, who's this Jew? Native Americans are not Jews. Why are you defending a leftist who doxed kids through social autopsy? No answer. So let's forget Candace just so you can get views on what you believe that they've been telling us everything is some crazy trans person that did this IDK. Maybe he did. All right. But I think Psycho may have been attacking this person a little too hard. They can't spell, or they can't make a concise, like, sentence. I don't know if they're trying to be, like, nice or not. I have no idea. I can't tell from this. So usually I just kind of, like, leave those comments alone. It's like, I don't know, maybe they're you know, being nice, maybe they're not. No idea. This guy, man, you're on fire, 163 views. Do better than a box of rocks. And I was like, okay, 2,000 views now, you know. And he goes, and yet you're still dumber than a box of rocks. Good comeback, guy. You really showed me. Just really got me good there. And then this guy, imagine spending time trying to discredit one of the few people trying to debunk an obviously false official narrative rather than using your voice to be helpful. Like, you know, and I said, what are you talking about? No reply. Like, I'm not spending my time trying to discredit somebody. I am spending my time pointing out that Candace Owens is grifting completely and totally with more than enough proof to prove that she is grifting because she never puts evidence out to back her claim. She doesn't. Why are people falling for this? It doesn't make any sense. In a world where it's like, yeah, obviously the official narrative, you know what I mean? Like, the absolute official narrative could be faked. There's no doubt. It definitely could be. There are weird things that happened with Charlie Kirk. But coming out here and saying, okay, Israel, Egyptians flew in, all this other stuff. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the most obvious thing, you know. Where was it? Proud of you students. Also to clarify, just, was it here? Was it here that she had to apologize? Did she remove it? Let's see. Breaking news, September. Okay, up here. Oh, okay. I stand corrected on the departure of the time of the Egyptian Air Force plane. It left just before Charlie was ended. Guys, it left. Let's see. I think it left like 7 hours before anything happened to Charlie Kirk. It wasn't just before. It was like, you know, okay, yeah. It was like 7 a.m. It may not have been 7 hours then. It may have been like 5 hours. 7:08 a.m. is when it left. This means the plane flew out of Provo and shortly after 7 in the morning. This was well before this took place. What time did... I think it happened at noon, right? It was like 4 hours before. Wait, it happened at 7? No, it didn't. No, it did not happen at 7:42 p.m. What? No, it wasn't. This is hallucinating. That's got to be hallucinating. It was like noon. It was like noon, right? There's got to be a time frame. I swear it was like noon. I remember finding out like, let's see. They had this. When was this? This was September 12th. Okay. That's when they identified Tyler Robinson. What time was it, though? He arrived at 8:30 a.m. Let's see. 12:05 p.m., I believe. Crowds await. Kirk and Pierce were crowd. So 12:09. Yeah, it was like noon. 12:23. Okay, 12:23. So 7. Yeah, it was 5 hours. Okay, I was right. Yeah, it was 5.5 hours. So 5.5 hours later, after this plane leaves, then it happens to Charlie Kirk. Oh, okay, that was loud. Thank you for blowing my ears out, ABC. Piece of garbage. Garbage, ABC. Anyway, the Candace logic. Yeah, exactly. Since she's defended Harvey Weinstein. Hell yeah, she did defend Harvey Weinstein. I forgot about that. That's a funny one to add. That's a very funny one to add. Who defends Harvey Weinstein? It's kind of wild, right? I came out first with my very first video on Harvey Weinstein. I said, hey, no evidence to corroborate this yet. Let's wait and see. And then when everything happened, I was like, the evidence for Harvey Weinstein isn't good. But what everybody else is saying about him and everything, like, things came out later. A lot of things came out later. You know, especially whenever he said, okay, well, at the very end of the video, whenever that came out. Because it was like that lady recorded. Everything happened. She said she wasn't going to do anything with him. And he was like, you'll never work in this industry again. Then it became a crime. And I was like, oh, you're going to blacklist someone from Hollywood because they won't sleep with you? Yeah, that dude deserves to be behind bars forever. I don't care. I have no sympathy for that. I have absolutely no sympathy for that. People have their hopes and dreams to become an actor or actress, something like that. And then you're going to tell them, okay, the only way to do it is to literally do the nastiest thing you can do. And it's like, no, that should never, ever happen. Nobody should be coerced into something like that. That's disgusting. But, you know, whoa, what was this? Oh, yeah. So anyway, going on more and more about this. I'll probably live stream some other stuff later on, but I was hoping that I would get some Candace fans in here to actually argue, and the only one that came in here just literally made demands of me to explain who I was, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. You're gonna answer some questions if you want to, you know, have a debate over this subject. And then, of course, they just, you know, didn't bother, you know. Harvey Weinstein's assistant is a woman who knew about all of the whole time. She went on to help ruin Star Wars. Yeah, oh, okay, well, screw her. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not going to, you know, defend the fact that he was trying to force her to sleep with him. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. You know what I mean? It's indefensible. Even if she is a garbage person, that can happen, you know? You can get garbage people who are victims to other garbage people. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Weinstein deserves his place in prison. And I hope he never gets out. I think he has gotten out, though, right? I don't know. Brett is putting herself in the line for some significant pushback on having my back here. I really appreciate. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad that Matt Walsh and Brett Cooper are cordial. You know, that's good. But yeah, at the end of the day, again, bringing this up, it's just completely ridiculous. But let's get some more comments here. I said, actually, if you use your lonely brain cell, you might notice that Candace never said that she was gagged herself. Really now. Don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. You can't violate a gag order unless you are under a gag order. So yes, she did say she's under the gag order. This is so profoundly stupid. You cannot violate a court order unless you are in the court order. What? How stupid are these people? I don't understand that. So yeah, okay. She said she would break the gagging order. Okay. All right. That's what you want to call it. On the world's behalf, meaning she would speak out on behalf of those that were. This is why she is smarter than you. Okay. Einstein. If she gives us information from somebody who is under a gag order, she is still not violating that gag order. The person who violated the gag order by telling Candace Owens information is the one who violated the gag order. Apparently, English is not this man's first language. Or he speaks in stupid. But it is so profoundly stupid, you know? I don't know. And I was just like, she said she would violate the order. Are you insane? Like, genuinely. She would violate it. That's not what this means, you know? This guy it's like, you seem angry in all your responses. It shows lack of confidence. And I was like, you don't answer a single question and you only go for ad hom. Grow up. And then no response after that. It's just simple, you know? She thinks the earth is flat. Yeah. I mean, look. I can't help those people, gang. People think the earth is flat. It's fine. They're not going around at least burning down cities, so I don't care. I genuinely don't. Lots of people think the earth's flat. Whatever. That doesn't even bother me. Debating flat earthers has never been a goal of mine, to be honest. That's just genuinely a subject I don't care about. Like, they're never, ever going to go out of their way to prove the earth is flat. And that's fine. You know, if that's how they want to live. Every single time any flat earthers have gone out to prove the earth is flat, they have been proven wrong badly. And have admitted it, and then everyone just says those people are paid off. So, I don't know, guys. Get proof. If you want me to believe in flat earth, proof would be well appreciated. And they try to use the Bible as proof, but the Bible doesn't say the earth is flat at all. It just talks about a firmament. And there technically is a firmament. You know what I mean? See any rocks falling into earth? Oh, and they disappear? See those shooting stars and then they disappear? Yeah, that's technically a firmament because those could not cross the barrier. They burnt up into dust. Easily could be explained in the Bible that way too. Bible never says the earth's flat. Never once. I don't know. And you know, if anybody wants to know how I know, I kind of got it right here next to me for some nice reading. I got my voter card in here as my bookmark. I have several real bookmarks. I don't know why I do that. But it's not, you know, they're like, well, you can't be a Christian unless you believe the earth's flat. And I'm like, actually, no, that's not true. Then this guy, well, somehow YouTube thought I would be interested in your filth. But thanks for Candace Owens' lead. I just subscribed to her channel. It's like, really? Really, I come out here and I say, hey, here's evidence of Candace literally lying. And then he's like, oh, man, that makes me just, for some reason, out of nowhere, with no context whatsoever, never knowing who Candace Owens is, it just makes me want to subscribe to her. I don't say anything bad in my video. I just point out the evidence like, hey, here's what Candace Owens says. Here's the lack of evidence of what she said. And somehow that made that guy go to Candace Owens? Does that make any sense to anybody? Candace fans are hilarious, you know? There's way cooler stuff about Earth and these idiots think it's flat. Like the fact that gravity is inconsistent across Earth's surface. Your weight is different hundreds of miles apart. Yeah, absolutely. Not crazy different, but yeah, it is. I think you lose like 2 pounds going to the equator or something like that. Not enough to get yourself a nice body, but you know what I mean. It's funny though. It may only be a handful of pounds, but it's something. Yeah, you know, it is definitely something. It's measurable, and that's what's crazy. You know, absolutely measurable. Of course, longtime subscriber says Israel's behind it, and I just respond. You know, we need proof. And this person said, if you truly wanted proof, you wouldn't be jumping on the mainstream bandwagon, criticizing those who are seeking the truth. I don't do that once. You know, truly get your head out of the sand. And I said, oh my God, you can't be this dumb. I don't have to discredit anyone. Miss Social Autopsy has been grifting since 2017. Look up Social Autopsy, then come back. Name me one piece of evidence that corroborates anything Candace has said, please. I even ask please at the end. And they just don't respond ever. But this guy here, goes on to comment several times to avoid all of my questions on different parts. And it's so tiresome. This guy, of course, who are you? There was a gag order for over 3,000 people. No, That is a complete and total lie. Reading the document isn't hard. There is a gag order on the defense and on the prosecutor because they have over 3,000 witnesses they are trying to gather for this court case. They are not under gag order. The defense and the prosecutors under gag order, so it does not influence these 3,000 people. These 3,000 people are not being made privy to any information before the court case. Why do people not pay attention to what the court record actually genuinely says? It's unbelievable. You know? Yeah, the gag order is only for like 20 people. It's like maximum. It's like just the defense team and the prosecutor. It's just the attorneys. Only the attorneys. And so many people were trying to sit here and say, too, like that this was like a violation of free speech. And it's just not. It's just not. This happens all the time. During the Brian Koberger case on my channel, A Dark Path. Let's see. It's Brian Koberger right here. Everything we know about the Idaho student murders. At this time of me doing that video, there were many, many people involved in the case that were under a gag order. And so getting information was really, really difficult. It's very common. This was nothing political. This was just a dude who literally murdered 4 teens in their, what do they call it? Man, did I get cut here? I don't feel anything, but I see it. Weird. There was nothing political. It was a guy who killed 4 teens in a, what do you call them? Like the alpha, beta, whatever houses, at a college campus. Fraternity home. That's what it is. It was a fraternity house. He broke in, ended these girls, and one guy. And, you know, the whole case was under gag order for a while. It was nothing political. It was nothing like, you know, anything that anybody on this channel whatsoever would care about. I can tell you that. I mean, you guys would care, don't get me wrong. It's just not the topic of what this channel would cover. You guys would just find it in your typical, you know, and that's why I do this, have this channel where I have these small videos. They did really well. Man, they've been taken off. I need to get back onto this again. It just takes a lot of preparation to make these videos. They're very much higher quality videos. If you guys like it, go, you know, if you want some true crime, go show that channel some love. You know, all that good stuff. But anyway, I cover the whole gag order thing. And, you know, there are many cases, like this case here, the Halloween massacre. I'm sure they were under gag order probably whenever that went on. The Baby Jane Does, they were never under gag order because they were, you know, unsolved cases. I covered quite a few unsolved cases in general. Paranormal Anna, she's fine. She's uploading now. She's back. I need to do an update video on that. I was scheduled to do an interview with her. I was absolutely going to do that, and then she was advised that maybe she shouldn't be talking about the cases yet. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Candace has a serious hero of her own story complex. Agreed there, Zachary Clark. Thank you for showing up, man. Guys, definitely like, subscribe, and share, all that good stuff. Gets more people in here, and subscribing makes it to where you almost see my videos. Thanks to, you know, YouTube's still doing that. But anyway, yeah, so I've covered a couple cases, or actually, maybe I've only covered the one case with a gag order. She wasn't under gag order. Oh my god, was I holding that microphone? Wow. Why was I holding the microphone? I don't remember doing that. This is a different video. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh man, it's been 11 months since I've uploaded here. It's not good. Not good. I need to get back into it. Anyway, so that's all the comments for the most part. I can't. Oh God, I can't wait to. Yeah, I'm clipping. I need to balance my audio a little better for that. But anyway, all in all, I'm gonna go ahead and do this so people see it better. Why I do that? It's pinned, but anyway. It's just so unbelievably stupid. I can go through this. I could tear people apart. I can literally argue with them all day long, and they're not going to listen, I guess. But I guess they're not going to come here in this stream. I guess they're not super interested in coming and actually debating. The one guy that came in here to debate just refused to debate. which is sad. Genuinely sad. But it is what it is. You know, I have people watching on Rumble, but I don't really get very many people. Oh, faintest snow. What's your position on Israel? Oh, my bad. Are you still in here? Now they're popping up. Man, Rumble is such garbage at times. Like, for real. Good luck, Patriot. This guy is full of S, though. Hating the same person that aligns you and him. I get, what do you, yeah. Orthos Hot Air and Turn In shows up as defending Jews. What do you, like, what? I guess I just defend Jews now. What does this even mean? Like, I guess I got a couple people on Rumble that were chiming in a little bit. But my chat did not update it until I refreshed it. That's super cool. Man, Rumble has got a long ways to go before they are viable. And they keep asking people to come and help. But instead of investing all that money, because they how many people did they pay to go to Rumble? Like millions and millions of dollars. And they could have spent that money actually just making their platform better than YouTube. Give people a reason to be on your platform. Genuinely. Not buying people to be there. Because people don't flock like that. People would probably just not see their stuff as often. Genuinely, you know. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, Rumble, fix your stuff for real. I love Rumble. I love everything they stand for. They just don't... refresh it again to see if anybody's here. See if Rumble chat. Oh, that time it just deleted my chat. Okay, cool. Whatever. I still got it on YouTube. We'll see if anything new pops up in Rumble. It should do it now. Just, you know, is what it is. I always have issues with Rumble. Sucks. Really sucks. I have more issues with Rumble than Kick. And a Kick, of course, now I've got 10 followers on Kick and still none, like, show up at all. But, you know, not defending Jews, just putting out facts. We all know Jews are innocent. Yeah. No, obviously. Nobody's innocent. Ever. It's just wild to me because everyone's like, Jews around the world, and then you can point out, like, all these major corporations that have absolutely no Jews whatsoever, and then the left, you know, obviously, it's like, oh, not, you know, not the left. You know, I guess most people on the left nowadays are the ones that are super anti-Jew, you know. Oh, you got permanently banned for putting someone in their place? Oh, man. What'd you say? Did you say some naughty words? Some naughty words, did we? Anyway, those were videos when you were standing and I told you the desk was more professional looking. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I do, I'd like to get a nice setup one of these days to do videos, but that'll be in the near or late future. May just end up being this all the way until I finally quit or something. Who knows? You know. Apparently that Jew money isn't enough to buy me a good studio. God. It's amazing. I can't believe how stupid these people are. You're obviously paid for by Israel. You think my stream would look like this if I was paid for by Israel? Genuinely? No, I'd have Steven Crowder set up. Or, you know, even the quarterings. Jeez, I would have such a better setup than this in general. And you would know it. You would know. If I was making that Jew money, you would know. There'd be subtle signs, but you'd know. You would know. This would be the amethyst, you know, John Petrucci model. That's what I would have. I wouldn't have this guitar. Well, I'd still have this guitar. This is my workhorse guitar for sure. This is just great guitar. But I promise, you'd see a lot more guitars than that. I would be very proud. I'd be hanging up every limited edition John Petrucci model. Period. I would have quite the extensive collection. Seriously, just unbelievable. Yeah, I make Jew money. Maybe I gotta go to top comments to see some more of these. Nope. There's supposed to be a lot more than this, but I guess not. This person said she's become the new female Alex Jones and making money, as much money as he did. I mean, look, here's the thing. I don't know how much money Alex Jones has fully made. I know that that money is public info, but at the end of the day, Alex Jones didn't make a bunch of stuff up like that. You know what I mean? I don't think she's like Alex Jones. Alex Jones, just awesome person. I've never seen any issues with him, really. And yeah, I think this person probably is a bit more left-leaning, if I had to guess. You know? Let's see. Sounds like you're trying to get some Project Ether. Okay, that guy. I don't think there was anything else. Let's forget Candace. Oh, I read that one. The only reason why. Oh, okay. The only reasons are money, narcissism, and stay relevant. I didn't know what this guy meant, if he was talking to me or if he was talking to Candace. Or talking about Candace. Let's see. That's funny. I actually got banned on Blue Sky the first day I made an account there. Good stuff, right? Great stuff. Alrighty, anyway. Just funny stuff here in general. Again, that guy wanted the quote right there at 0-0. Just stuff. Anything else being said about Candace Owens right now? Let's refresh and see if she's said anything else. She doesn't give much. She gives a little breadcrumb, and then she disappears. You know what I mean? So, this, I guarantee you it's going to be like another 9 or 10 days before she, posts again. Anything relevant to this whatsoever. Of course, even Cat Turd here. If Cat Turd's clowning on you, that's not good. That's not good at all. That dude's deranged. He's got, not TDS, but whatever the opposite of that would be. It would be a Trump, oh man, what would it be? Obsession syndrome? Probably like that. Something like that. What is Doodle Miku? I feel like if I click that, I'm going to get banned on YouTube. Get in there, make it about you. Yeah, look at that. I love that picture. That was a funny one. I show that in the video. Come on. That's funny. You know. Hello, Stephanie Senzo90. How are you doing? Are you real? Are you going to ask me to join a stupid Discord or something that is completely irrelevant to what I'm talking about? So far, you're not, though, so sounds good. Sounds good. I just hope you're not a bot going, hey, join us. We'll make you super famous if you give me your social security. Yeah, Candace is crazy. Yeah, like Kanye was crazy. Kanye is out of his mind. Like, clearly. Like, did you see him with the net and the Yoo-hoo? I mean, it was pretty wild, you know. Cat Williams is crazy? Or Dave Chappelle? Okay, wait, hold on. I don't think anybody's Do they think Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle are crazy? I don't think they're crazy, you know. Yeah, just like everyone who was right about, you know, the Coof was called crazy. No. These are different things. Like, Kanye had an absolute mental breakdown in front of everybody. He brought his girlfriend out, completely nude, on the red carpet. That's not a normal, nice thing to do. Like, absolutely. Have you all seen that? It's crazy, right? Kanye's off his gourd. Who does that? Who does something like that? You know, completely humiliated her in front of everyone. It's weird. I mean, obviously well, I don't know if she agreed to it or not, but we don't have any evidence she didn't. But at the same time, that's psychotic. That's insane to do. I don't know. You can't silence an opinion. Yeah, obviously. You know, good stuff. We don't. Oh, yeah, this is Candace's MO right here. We don't know, but we know. You know what I mean? Exactly. Let me explain to you what Candace Owens is doing. Okay, this is one that I was like, this is a good, theory. And I wanted to, I bookmarked it. Just, you know, in case we do get to the very end of this, and we see Candace Owens' path, if she does do this, if she ends up trying to cause a mistrial, you know, or something like that, this could be looked upon, you know, October 20th. You know, one of the... Actually, you know what is even a better idea if I screenshot that and then just post this and do Candace Owens. I'll just say that. And I could probably reference that later. I bet a lot of people find that on X and they end up commenting going, you're crazy. Why would you think this? And it's like, here I am in the video going, I don't actually believe this at all. I just want to see if this guy's right. You know, if it happens. You know, just like this guy made a crazy prediction, and I'm like, you know, that's nuts. If that happens, that's gonna be wild. So I'm just saving it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is gonna happen to Candace at all. Anyway, we need to have and I said Candace Owens at the top, so that way I could search it later, pull it right up. Assuming that, you know, X doesn't ban my account again. No one understands the dark side of social media monetization better than Candace Owens. As for her milking of Charlie Kirk's end, has placed her on number 2 on Spotify. Candace is intentionally known for her conspiracy theories, as she has been sued by French President Macron for claiming his wife is biologically male. But her Charlie Kirk theories started gaining ground as she revealed that Charlie Kirk was under pressure from Jewish donors. Owen's history of perpetuating negative bias also includes anti-Semitism. She won the Anti-Semitism of the Year award from U.S.-based... I don't care. That's just an opinion. I don't care if she won that. She was denied entry in New Zealand, as she's barred from entering Australia and must pay legal fees to... is that Australia, or is that Arnold Schwarzenegger's place? Oh, God. What? Austria. AUS? I don't know. Citing her remarks regarding the Holocaust. You know, if it's Austria, I kind of understand. If it's Australia, that's really stupid. You know what I mean? Where did that just go? What? Okay, thank God. I thought I just lost it. Oh, that would have sucked. Yeah, Kanye's not... He's not smart, and he's not a musical genius either. That always drives me nuts. That drives me nuts. If anybody is going to sit there and say anybody in the rap, R&B, or anything like that industry is like a musical... Well, okay. Let me slow down. If anybody's going to tell me that, like, mainstream artists are just absolute musical geniuses, it's like, no, they genuinely can't be. That's the problem. Like, it's cut down so much to, like, 3 simple chords every single time. And it's so... bland to a musician. That's why man, mainstream music is just so bad now. It's so bad. And it's not bad in the sense that it doesn't sound good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's bad because it's so unbelievably lazy now. It's unbelievable. They don't explore, they do not do anything like that. But anyway, they do not use full musical theory. They stay within a certain scale, and they never leave it. There's never a key change. There's never a time signature change. There's never any type of, like, suspended fourths or seconds. There's never anything that actually captures, like, anyone's attention. It's just a flat line. And it's annoying. Or there is the slight key change where you go from, like, you know, major to minor or something like that. Or minor to major. You know what I mean? Depending on how you want to flavor up the song. But it's so lazily done. And it's all formulaic between every single hit that makes it on the radio. Anyway, let's see. Where was I at? But yeah, I don't think they should be. If it's not Austria, then Australia is just dumb. If they're actually making or like calling for her to pay, but whatever. Owens called accounts of Joseph Mengele's experiments on the twins bizarre propaganda. Wait, what? No, I need context for this. Did she really? Because that's the whole basis as to why, like, trans ideologies in the United States, it came directly from him. This true? What is the full context? I need to know. There's no way, because she would just actually, like, oh, God. Here we go. Yes, Candace Owens did describe accounts of Joseph Mengele's experiments on twins sounding like a bizarre propaganda during July of 2024 on her episode of the podcast, Candace Owens Show, titled literally, yeah, that, which I can't say on YouTube. Why can't we talk about him? She specifically questioned the possibility of detailed survivor testimony, such as claims that Mengele attempted to sew twins back together after surgical separation, calling it a tremendous waste of time and supplies, even for the most evil person in the world. No, that's actually really genuinely not a waste of time and supplies. Because imagine if they could literally figure out the biology so well that they could separate someone and put them back together successfully. That would be a huge, huge thing in science. Think about it. Who is the person who actually successfully, the very first time ever, separated conjoined twins? Dr. Ben Carson. You know, which a lot of, you know, extreme right-wing people are like, black people don't have good IQ at all. It's only white people. And then, you know, you have a black guy actually do it, which is hilarious, right? So, you know, there's that garbage racism that always sticks around for some stupid reason, even though you can very easily point to anybody and prove these guys wrong. But that's, you know, for a different day. I'm not talking about the proverbial right, you know, that is incredibly, incredibly authoritarian and more left-wing than they are right-wing, but whatever. At the end of the day, though, Mengele. Okay, gotcha. Mengele? Said it was just Mengele. But, whatever. Yeah, Mengele. Let's see here. So, Joseph Mengele's experiments actually one of his experiments is very crucial to today in treating frostbite. One of the most messed up experiments that guy did. Well, it's not one of the most messed up per se, but it's incredibly messed up. But you can't categorize which one's more messed up than the other. They ended up sticking someone's hand out into the frozen cold and left it there until it froze completely solid and then shattered it with a hammer. Sounds crazy, right? Actual research we use to this day to treat people's frostbite, because of that, we know exactly how far to treat frostbite. And I don't know the exact logistics of it, but I watched a whole documentary of it like 15 years ago about like how the most evil scientific experiment ever actually made it to mainstream medical science and whatnot. And it was actually it was a crazy situation, you know? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's another rhino like Candace Owens. I don't even know if he's a rhino per se. He just shouldn't be in government. He's not good in government, period. Now, of course, I would 1,000,000% take Arnold Schwarzenegger again over Gavin Newsom. There's no doubt about that. I don't think there's any shame in admitting that. But, yeah, at the end of the day, not good. Just not a good governor at all. Yeah, exactly. The only race is human race. 1,000,000% correct. You know. Go watch some World War II documentaries. You'll hear that proper pronunciation. It's been a while since I've watched World War II documentaries. I do need to go back over that. But anyway, yeah, he's had a lot of crazy experiments, but a lot of experiments actually were useful. But yeah, they did everything. Like from injecting bleach into people's eyes to see if they could change them blue, which was one of the big things about, that era. They wanted blue eyes. They wanted to be able to create people to make them blue-eyed, blonde-haired, But, Candace is like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Really? This whole thing doesn't sound right? Way to go, Candace. Way to actually just give John Money all the credit for creating, the whole, transgenderism we have today. Believe it or not, it was Joseph Mengele. It was he who started the whole transgender thing. And they'll try to say, oh, well, they burnt down this, or they, not burnt down, they ended up taking over this hospital for trans people. Yeah, they did. What do you think they did with it? They didn't burn it to the ground, and they didn't stop it. No, they put their own guys in there to do the experiments. It's kind of weird, right? Why would they have burnt it down? That doesn't make sense. There's no evidence to show they burnt it down or anything like that. They took it over. They ran experiments in there. Kind of wild, right? Anyway, but yeah, so I guess she's just, completely, for some reason, defending World War II Germany. Whatever. Candace is an idiot. That just doesn't even make sense. That's wild. What's here? Is this... Okay. I thought for sure something was going to happen. Oh, what's this? Anna Mockler, Adam 22 link. I don't care. I don't know who these people are. Our pin tweet says, protect trans kids. Opinion disregarded. Destiny says, your pin tweet still denies the reality that Donald Trump did in fact say there were very kind people in a Nazi rally. Never once did Trump say that. Well, actually, you know what? Play the full clip and apologize. This is Destiny. That's so crazy. You know what? Very fine people on both sides. Full clip. We'll just have some fun. I just want to see this, of course. What did he say?
Left and white supremacists on the same moral
What did Trump say again?
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious, and it was horrible, and it was a horrible thing to watch. But there is another side. There was a group on this side, you can call them the left, or you've just called them the left, that came violently attacking the other group. So you can say what you want, but that's the way it is.
Where's the... Here we go.
Okay, good. Are we going to take down the statue? Because he was a major slave owner.
Is this it?
Now we're going to take down his statue. So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history. You're changing culture. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly. Now,
That's crazy. That's crazy that Destiny just straight up likes that, just lies about that stuff. Like, that is so sick. You know, transcript here. I'm gonna, where's this? Wait, where am I at though? What? Okay, 214. I didn't highlight that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we'll just copy that. There we go. Alrighty. Now for Destiny, I'll just quote. Boop. Okay, I gotta. There we go. Oh, that has all the. Do-do-doot. Do-do-do-doot. 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 There we go. What an idiot. Yeah, Coomer, Gremlin, Destiny. Bro, you're still pushing the hoax. How are you this objectively ignorant? Like, that's just crazy, you know? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, you know, it's Destiny. Just, you know, garbage, lying Destiny. This is the problem. Candace lies like Destiny. You know what I mean? Candace Owens and Destiny, they should hook up. They probably will, you know? It wouldn't be Destiny's first time hooking up with a right-wing trad wife. You know? Definitely wouldn't be the first time. The Unite the Right even was a fed of it. Yeah, absolutely. I have no doubt about that. You know? There's a lot of evidence to corroborate that, especially with Nick Fuentes and, what is that? Yeah, it's unbelievable. But yeah, it's, oh, what was I saying? Oh, man, I completely lost my train of thought. But anyway, yeah, so Nick Fuentes and Ray Epps, you know, calling for people to go into the Capitol, they never got in trouble. Not even a little bit. Never condemned or anything by the left, nothing. They never, no, the left, notice how the left has never mentioned Nick Fuentes, like, doing that. Isn't that weird? Is that a little strange that the left wouldn't go after him for that? For inciting January 6th? The left hates Nick Fuentes. But they never, ever show that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's, here, Nick Tez, going to the Capitol. Yeah, look at this video, like, right here.
Yeah, so, as you know, the January 6th protest...
They're all over the water. I'm not interrupting.
No, that's just him with Alex Jones. Where is the videos of him standing outside the Capitol? Is this it?
But we are the people that are watching Fox News, and they betrayed us. And I'll tell you, I have been a fan of Tucker Carlson for a long time. Yep. He has said things that a lot of people are afraid to say. And he has given a voice to a variety of conservatism, which I think...
Okay, it's much easier to just find on X. It's just much easier to find on X here. Search Nick Tez go in. The top search was Nick Fuentes gay. I gotta look that one up. Going to... That's funny. I can't believe that's what was coming up. Hold on. Let's see. Is the Nick Fuentes punches ugly neocon rat at No, he doesn't. He jabs him. That's a punch. That's a sissy punch. Sissy punch. So who does this? Who's throwing punches like that? You turn your hip and then go. Like, that's not a punch. What are you gonna do doing this? You're just gonna... All people do in those little kicks, you're not even using your hips. Like, in order for you to kick or punch, you have to use your hips, or it's not going to have any power behind it. Okay, here we go. There he is. There's Fuentes.
A lot of the leaders didn't go down, but
what?
a lot of the leaders didn't go down, but a lot of the useful idiots that went in, they did go down.
A lot of the useful idiots.
And some people may say, well, what about you? Nobody that was with me went in the building because I had the good sense to say, whoa, that's a bad idea.
Oh, did you?
So just like I said, I told him, I said, we're on somebody that told him to go in. Really?
They put the wrong clip in there, you idiot. Dave, you put the wrong clip in there. You didn't show the clip. Oh, God. Where's the actual clip of him doing this? Oh, here we go.
I was. Take a look at where I am. You can see very clearly where I was on the Capitol complex. This is me with the megaphone right here.
Okay, good. Yeah.
That's Vince. That's my friends. 500 feet from...
He screams at people to go in. Oh, here it is.
It appears we are taking the Capitol. Keep marching.
It appears we're taking the Capitol.
Never relax. Break down the barriers and disregard the collisions.
Break down the barriers, never relax. You know, it appears we are taking the Capitol. That's his words. That's Nick Fuentes.
Moving towards the Capitol. It appears we are taking the Capitol. Keep marching. And don't relax. Never relax. Break down the barriers and disregard the collisions. Just live in fear of the American people. They have betrayed over and over again. Moving towards the Capitol.
This is the clip. This is the full clip that should have played before he made that video where Nick Fuentes was like, I had the sense to say don't go into the Capitol. You're screaming at people to go into the Capitol and saying that they should live in fear of the American people. Yeah, that's just crazy, right? And he's just lying. You can actually just catch Fuentes just lying about that. And yet people follow him too. And what's funny is him and Candace Owens hate each other. It's funny how many liars just genuinely don't like each other. It's wild how that happens, isn't it? They can't stick together because they all lie so often that everybody gets caught up in their lies. And then it just starts affecting everyone else, you know? Yeah, holy Fed, exactly. He is a Fed. Break down the barriers, disregard the police. Dick Catboy Fuentes. Oh, man, you mean the cum detective. Have y'all heard that story? Literally, he talks about it. Like, he actually was trying to make sure that his roommate was a good Christian that wasn't whacking it. So he went through his light. Every time his friend was out, he would turn on a black light and look through his room. Yeah. What a freak. Oh, man. But anyway, there's a video of him literally getting some favors from Destiny while Destiny's on his knees. You know what I mean? They're probably backed by different billionaires. I don't know. They're probably backed by the same billionaire, in my opinion. I think they're all backed by Soros, to be honest. I think they're all back there to cause issues, cause chaos, and confuse the American people. I think that's what these people are getting paid to do. I think Candace is getting paid, in all honesty. And I know that's, I don't have any evidence of that. And I'll probably never find evidence of that. But with how insane her comments are, I mean, you'd have to pay me to say stuff like that without evidence. You know what I mean? Anti-ICE protest in South LA follows shooting? Oh. House Democrats launched master ICE tracker amid safety backlash. Charlie Kirk. Wait. Why? What? Today's news? Did I just go back in time on X somehow? What is this? Fight checks confirming the event's authenticity. What? I'm so confused. Why is this? What is the context for this story? Wait. Hold on. Why is this story on here like it and today? Okay. Yeah, we know what happened. Trending. Oh, it's trending again today. Okay. Ongoing investigation and conspiracy theories. Post from the past few days, October 17th, 22nd, reference new sound ring analysis. Oh, you cannot use any sound analysis from cell phone footage, from any type. Like, here's the problem. Here's the problem with all of this. There's echo. There's the direction the microphone was. Do you have any idea what happens when you mic a cabinet on a guitar? If you move your microphone a millimeter, the whole tone changes drastically. Drastically. Now, I know that's a specific EQ, a speaker, and then you put I don't have my microphone on me, but if you put, like, let's say here's the center of the speaker, you put it in the middle, it's going to be very harsh sounding. It's going to be very, very trebly. You move it over, it's going to get darker. If you move it backwards, you're going to get more room sound. You're going to get more echo. And you do that over a speaker. Now, that speaker has a bunch of tone coming right on out of it from different portions of the speaker. So it's going to be different whenever you have a room mic. A room mic's going to be a lot more consistent. No matter how you move it around, the tone's not going to change nearly as much. But it is going to catch a billion different reflections, which is why you have a microphone directly up to the speaker, up to the sources of the sound. In order for these people to get a direct sound sample from the weapon used, you will have to mic the weapon directly, inches from it. There is no other way. The fact that there are microphones all around and that it is an enclosed school campus with several buildings wrapping around it, you will never, ever be able to use those sound waves for any type of analysis. It's not possible. I don't care what types of scientists are using it. I don't care what kind of studio engineers are behind this. They will never be able to directly, show that sound matches anything else, period. Because in order for someone to do that, even, let's say, okay, there might be a way. There might be one way to do it. You would have to set up those microphones, exactly, those phones, and it would have to be the exact same phone. You couldn't use a different phone, okay? All microphones are different, so you'd have to get somebody's phone, whoever's footage you're using, you'd have to get that phone put in the exact same place. You would then have to have somebody on that exact roof to fire a single shot, as well as somebody in a crowd with a different caliber, and different calibers until you get to a similar wave. That's one way you could do it if you have that. Take it from a guy who has been playing guitar for 23 years now. 23 years. Oh, wait. Hold on. Has it been 23? I started when I was... No. My bad. 20 years. Not 23. I've been doing it for 20 years now. I've been doing music for 23 years. But I've been playing guitar for 20 years. Okay? I have been doing studio mumbo jumbo for a long, long time. Probably about 10 or 15. There is no way that you can determine sound analysis without a control. And you're going to have to set up a control. Just unbelievable. It's unbelievable that people are doing this. Like, seriously, sound analysis, so stupid. So anyway, let's see here. What's this?
Artery in the neck, like, you're digging in there immediately to try to close that off.
There's gauze in there. Get pressure on that. And there's
100%.
It was staged.
None of that going
But
on.
this is where it gets even
And
weirder.
then you see this.
Okay. If it's staged, if it was all staged, Charlie Kirk's alive somewhere and in on it. Good God. So then it's .tpus. Now Ian Carroll's, whole thing switches to, it's no longer, that they betrayed Charlie Kirk. It's now that Charlie Kirk is in on it. That doesn't make sense. Let's let him speak, I guess.
Which is the after.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah.
And if we look at this,
that's right here. There's like no blood anywhere there.
Okay.
Guys, there's a tiny little bit of blood on the table where he was sitting at. Right? We see that there? There's no blood on the grass. There's no blood anywhere.
He was under the tarp.
Like, Alex, I mean, with gunshot wounds, not even ones that aren't arterial. We're talking about an arterial gunshot wound. There's just no blood.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, okay? If it goes in and pushes that artery back, you have a bunch of internal bleeding here, and then it starts leaking out the front because it's not like the vein itself came out. You know what I mean? It's not like it poked out and started spraying. Like, these people think they're experts on, like, you know, autopsies. I mean, Candace is an expert on a form of autopsy. It's just more the social kind.
Shot.
I've seen more blood from someone losing half a foot. No joke. I've seen more blood from someone hitting a booby trap, losing half a foot. So,
yeah, that's a definite possibility. I can understand somebody losing more blood from a booby trap at times rather than getting shot in the neck. It's your foot coming off. Like, it's unbelievable. There are people who literally, accidentally in the hospital, will open up, you know, someone's artery because they're putting a stent in, and it just sprays the whole room, and they close it really quickly, and that person goes, you know, they're all bad, and they're like, okay, that's not good. You know what I mean? And obviously those people live. But there are people who haven't died that have sprayed more blood. Probably than both of these scenarios. And they're alive. You know what I mean? This is like, to sit here and say that it's a 1-for-1. You know what I mean? Like, oh, person gets hit in the neck. That means they all have the same reaction. They all have the same end. They all have the same spray. Guys, that is so... You know how impossible it would be to hit somebody in the neck every single time in the exact same spot? Doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
So I'm purposefully playing these guys' video right now instead of just analyzing this myself, because this dude is like one of the best expert testimonies you could possibly get. Sticky Green Beret, a combat medic that has seen combat, that has treated gunshot wounds in all sorts of permutations with his own experience and stories to share about it. That is a very valuable expert opinion here. And what he's saying about the amount...
Now, that would make sense. However, there's a little issue with this, problem. How often do you think people are taking 30-06 rounds, 55 grain, into war? I bet that's never happened. I bet that's never happened, at least from the United States point of view. I bet we have never sent 55 grain coyote shot to the people overseas to use. And I guarantee you he has never seen a wound from one of those bullets. It would be incredible if that was the case. This dude is dealing with heavy artillery. It's a good possibility light artillery, very, very light artillery, was used. I don't understand this. They make coyote shot for that weapon. Coyotes are somewhere between, at full grown, from 18 pounds to 45 pounds. They are designed to not allow the bullet to leave that body. Coyotes are much smaller and more brittle than a human. Way smaller. They are smaller than your average house dog. Coyotes are. Most people think coyotes are out there. They're like, oh, God, coyotes, oh, that's like a wolf. No, they're not. They are nothing like a wolf. They're like an overgrown fox. That's the size of a coyote. They are a slightly bigger fox. It's like people have never seen coyotes. We have so many coyotes here in Oklahoma, and they are the tiniest little things. Where's that guy that has that coyote? He's got his dog named Duck, and the coyote's name is, what is his name? And Duck. What is here we go. Here's the coyote.
Why are you guys yarring each other? Get off of me if you're going to yar each other.
Look at this. Now, everyone knows how big like a boxer and pit bull are and whatnot. They're typically about 75 pounds, maybe 45, 75 pounds for my boxer. If you guys remember him, King, he only made it to 60 pounds. He was not a very big boxer at all.
Jesus
this is
Christ.
a coyote. Look at how scrawny this guy is.
Why are you yarring me? Why are you yarring me?
Why'd
she yar you? You guys are freaking psychos.
I love this guy's videos.
I always wanted to rescue a stray dog.
I love this.
Rescue you? Come here, stray dog. Come here, stray dog. Come here. I want to rescue a stray
Coyotes
dog.
are funny animals when you take
Come
them.
here. I always wanted to rescue a stray dog. Huh? Come here. Whoa. I just want to rescue you. I love stray dogs.
So much.
Come here. I want to rescue you. Oh.
Look at how tiny the dog is. See that? Doesn't even come up past the siding here. Where's that? No, not
Come
the
here. I always wanted to rescue a stray dog.
furry tails. What?
Why are you guys yelling at each other? Get
Oh,
off of me
these
if you're
people
gonna
are stealing his shorts. Come on. Really? This one's got a million.
Here.
Is this
I always
him?
wanted to rescue a stray dog.
Is it furry tails? This may be him. Where does he get yard? I don't know. Does this guy just curate like people's viral videos? That's so frustrating if that's the case. That is so irritating. Yeah, I don't think this is him. Furry tales are home to the heartwarming and insightful stories about animals. This isn't him. Yeah, wow, they just straight up stole his clips. That's actually aggravating.
Can I rescue you? Come here, stray dog.
Timmy, I think this is
stray
him.
dog.
This is him.
Come here.
I'm
I want to
subscribed to
rescue
him.
a stray dog.
Why is this playing still? How is this playing in the background? That's wild.
Here, get up here. Whoa. I just want to rescue you. I love stray dogs.
It's broken. Great. Thank you.
Here, baby.
So anyway,
Get up here.
Weave, that's his name. It's Duck and Weave. That's right.
There's the prettiest coyote in the world.
Yeah, look at that
Everybody
guy's
keeps
hand.
asking me how
Look at
my
how small these are.
relationship with Weave got started. I used to have a pinned video on
This guy's channel, let me get this guy's channel. It's Timmy MC here. He's got 1.15 million subs. Oh my god. Man, I remember when this video came out, he had it's like 200 subs.
TikTok. I have no
crazy.
clue where that sucker went.
Well, not this video, but whenever he first rescued. Let me get his most popular shorts, because they were very, very funny. They're very funny shorts. Trying to get a free puppy in the forest. This is funny. I love this.
Oh, hey, little coyote.
He rescued this thing as a
Come
puppy.
Here. Can we be friends? Can we? Ouch. Come here. Let me pet you. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Come here. Let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
These dogs play like German Shepherds. It's really funny.
Let me pet you. Let me pet you. Ouch. Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote.
This is a full-size coyote.
Let me pet you.
And this is my point. They make rounds for 30-06 that take these tiny little coyotes out, you know? Where's the... Oh, this is my favorite one.
Let me get a beer. No, you don't get the beers. Can I get a beer?
I love this.
Don't you get me. Crazy little shit.
I love these videos. Let me get a beer.
Let's see what she wants. Nope, 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 nope.
Zip it up. Zip it quick.
Ooh. Oh, there's a tractor over there. Right.
Yeah,
Come on.
coyote wants
You be
ice,
out
I
of it.
guarantee it.
You be good. You be good. Oh, that feels good.
See how tiny these animals are?
Stay out of my
that is
cooler.
a very, very very, very, very.
Don't you yar me.
Bishop does
Stay
that.
out of the cooler. Ouch! Don't you yar me. Don't you yar me. Don't.
Yeah, I love that.
Why are you? Okay, you're biting up.
Let me get a beer. Freaking love that. I love that video so much. And then here's this. Yeah, this one.
Why are you guys
no,
yarring
that's
each
not
other?
it. Okay, that's not it at all. I guess that one's getting more popular now. What the heck? Where's the other ones where he has like... where is it? Cat, Coyote versus Cat. Where's the one? Ordered a dog from Wish. That's a very funny time. I love this. Oh.
Come here, baby. Come here. No. You be nice.
That's so much.
Can I pet you? Be nice. Don't wrinkle. No wrinkle nose. Can I pet you? Ouch. Ouch. Can I pet you?
They have a mouth like an alligator gar.
Let me pet you.
You know?
Come here.
Looks like one to me anyway.
You little shit.
Shit. But it's funny. I like how his name's Weave. His other dog's Duck. Duck and Weave there. It's just a genius name there. I know Duck went missing for like weeks at one point on this. It was that was kind of sad, but I guess they got him back, which I'm really glad to see. Let's see. Where's one of the funny ones that I really liked? There's the trying to get a free forest puppy. Oh wait, it's not unpopular anymore, is it? I hate it when it does that. Coyote versus deer. Stray dog problems. Let's see. Oh wait. These are probably one of these is the funnier video.
Why are you guys yarring each other?
That is not the same video I clicked. What the heck? That one was right here. Stray Dog Attack. Oh, maybe did he accidentally upload them twice? I wonder.
Sometimes I think the only reason you follow me is to get my cooler. I'm getting you a piece of ice.
Oh,
I'm
I
getting you
called
a
it.
piece of
Yeah.
ice.
He does want ice.
I'm getting you a piece of ice. Don't you yar me. There you go. See, you yarred me for no reason. Oh, you're not after ice, are you? Well, don't yar me and I'll open it for you. You can get a beer. Look, I'm opening for you. You bit me for no reason. Get your beer. Get it.
Just get your beer.
Get your beer.
Oh,
there you go.
I actually got
Good
one
girl.
out. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Thank you. Look at that son of a gun. Shotgun time. Love that coyote.
You didn't even have to poke a hole in it. What the heck? Oh, that's not how you shotgun a beer. Okay. Whatever. When the hole's in it, you pop the tab and then you let the air force the beer down your throat. You gotta open the beer. Ah, man. Come on. Come on, you're supposed to be out here in the country. You should know how to shotgun a beer.
Sometimes I think the only reason...
That's some crap. Oh, man. It's good stuff. I love this guy's channel a lot. I absolutely love it. Anyway, you guys should definitely go follow this guy. He's great. At Timmy MC. You know. Duck and Weave. Those are his animals. He's also got a cat, and I think he's got a third dog now. I'm not sure. But they all I think that's right. He adopted a baby deer.
Come here, baby.
He got a baby deer in there, I think.
Get up on
He
your
just
stump.
collects animals.
There you go.
It's crazy.
So a couple videos ago, I had a baby deer on there, and everybody's asking how I got it.
Who? Hold on. Agree. Whoa, who's that? Charges including conspiracy to... Whoa! Scroll up. Week on their own. Oh, you're talking about Ian Watkins? Yeah. Yeah, I here, let me help you out here. Just, I wasn't talking about Ian Watkins earlier. I was talking about Ian, what's that guy? Ian Carroll. Ian Carroll's who I was talking about there. Ian Watkins is, this guy right here. Ian Watkins ended in prison 11 days ago. I got it. Trust me, I've been following this guy for a while. For quite a while. In fact, let's see here. Why does it bring them up? They only have 700 subs. Up yours. I've got 1,000. Anyway, POS gets stabbed in prison 2 years ago. Trust me, I've been keeping up with Ian Watkins. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Even on this channel here. Got my gear review channel and all. I didn't expect both channels to come up in this. This is the channel this is the video I hope everyone goes and watches. You know, doing a little bit of solo stuff here. Then I made a mistake there. Can't go that high. Singing. Anyway, some good stuff, you know. Good old whittly diddling. I'm doing another one soon. I'm doing the got it. Actually, I'll just show you here. I've been learning this right here. Practicing the crap out of it. Yep. Can we refresh it? There we go. Right here. That's way too loud, sorry. Turn that down. I am to... Dang it. It won't pause. No. I'm right here. I'm right here. Right there to that point. That's where I'm at in the solo. So once I get the rest of this part right here. And then that's it. I just got to get that last part memorized and then I'm uploading the video. So, you know, be able to do that here soon. I could probably even show you guys a little bit before I get off here, because why not? You know, get my trusty pedal board plugged in. Okay. And assuming that my battery won't die on this, because I got to replace the battery. Can't just ever have a guitar with freaking passive pickups. I only got one. I need more with passive pickups. But can you hear that? Nope. Oh no, not advanced. I need properties. And now it should be visible. Am I on the right? Oh, split. Get a little warm up in. Sorry, guys. I'm not just whittly diddling for nothing. Just, you know. Anyway, so that intro solo part is just a little messy on that part too, but anyway, once I get past that part, it'll get a little better, you know. Just got to get that muscle memory down and get warmed up a little bit, and then obviously it'll come in good and handy. Sorry, I don't know if I can. There we go. You can see my shelf is disorganized as all crap. But at least you'll be able to see this, you know. And it faded out. Oh, no, it's still there. It was just my input jack. Anyway, just some fun stuff. I plan on uploading a little bit of that later on. I also have my full pedal board over here connected. I got some cool tones out of here. Like, I figured out that I can thicken up this tone just a little bit with having a tiny bit of chorus, which is also really, really nice. Then it died. Yep, now my battery's dying. Of course. It's completely and totally shot. So, anyway. That's that. So I'll be getting that later on, guys, if y'all want to see that. I got to hop off here. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, if anybody's, you know, new and whatnot. What was that? Okay. That was a little wild. Oof. There we go. Anyway, guys, hopefully I can, maybe I can do this again later. And maybe some actual Candace Owens, you know, fans will try to debate this. Sounds like they're not super duper interested, but maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow. But I plan on covering a lot of stuff tomorrow. By the way, totally forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream. I recorded 4 videos yesterday. So that way I would have enough to go through the day today and yesterday as well. Well, I had 4 videos after I uploaded the 2. So there was a total of 6 videos that I recorded. All 4 other videos, my interface did the whole robot-y thing. So frustrating. So frustrating throughout it. Could not hardly get any sound out of it. I was cutting in and out like crazy. It would not have been a good video to upload at all. None of those videos would have. So I had to scrap them all. All that work for nothing. Had the thumbnails done, had the titles done, had all the tags done in it, had all my links and everything, did all this work. Then I listened to the playback on the video, and I heard it, and I was like, no. I was like, are all my videos like that from today? So I went back to the original video I uploaded, listened to it, thank God it wasn't. Then, all my other videos, so I started just deleting. But I went ahead and I was smart enough to at least make sure that not all of them were like that, and one of them was not. So I got lucky. I got very, very lucky to at least have one, because I would have just deleted that video. I thought they were all cooked. And I almost did delete it, but I'm glad I decided to check. Unfortunately, you know, is what it is. So I'm going to have to redo all these videos, and I just didn't have it in me to do it today because I had the kids out all day long, pumpkin patch, and I was like, I can't go and make 3 videos and then also do a live stream. So anyway, I decided to just make it a light live stream today, focusing mainly on my video here that blew up and got so much attention from all these losers. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jessica, there for that. I can't pronounce that name. Oh, that's the one that I don't know if it's a compliment or not. Never mind. And then, you know, the guy, don't quit your day job. But, you know, also, why would you need a day job if you were getting paid by Israel? What a stupid comment. Don't quit your day job. You're obviously getting paid by Israel. Why would I keep my day job if that was the case then? Man, that's such a stupid comment. Anyway, guys, I gotta hop off here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you guys here in the next one. Later.